And like you just heard there, Interfaith Sanctuary refuses to give up in their fight for a larger shelter space for the homeless. Good evening. I'm Carolyn Hawley sitting in tonight. On Thursday, Interfaith submitted an appeal to the Boise Planning and Zoning Commission's decision to deny their conditional use permit. Katia Stepovic caught up with the executive director of the shelter and their lawyer to get the very latest on this. What'd you find out?
Well, this has been a long-standing back and forth with people both for the move and against the move. Interfaith filed an appeal and submitted a brief to explain why they believe the Planning and Zoning Commission made the wrong call. That alone was 61 pages long, and right now they say they're feeling pretty confident. Interfaith Sanctuary is not letting their foot off the gas pedal in their push to call State Street their new home.
The brief does exactly what it's supposed to do, explain why this conditional use permit should never have been denied.
Jeffrey Wardle, Interfaith's land use attorney, says now it's up to City Council to decide whether Planning and Zoning's denial for their conditional use permit was correct.
I was disappointed that the Planning and Zoning Commission didn't take their responsibilities more seriously to evaluate what and how you permit and approve shelter homes under our code. Part of the evaluation of a conditional use permit is evaluating whether or not there are conditions that can be adopted and imposed that mitigate the issues.
Their 61-page brief explains why Interfaith believes the old Salvation Army building on State Street is a perfect next home.
What better place than a former Salvation Army service center that previously served members of this community? The one difference is that we're proposing for a residential component that wasn't there previously.
Anyone who previously testified or gave written testimony during a planning and zoning meeting in the past now has until February 10th to file a response to Interfaith's appeal.
There is merit to this claim. There is merit to this application. Once we get past the fear, and it's largely fear that drives a lot of the opposition. Once you get past the fear, there are needed social services that have to be provided, and you have to have some place to do it. And the only place that you can do it in the city of Boise under its current code is in a few different commercial zones, and this happens to be one of them.
Now that we're in this phase of it, I feel really good that we have the right team to support the rights of Interfaith Sanctuary, our guests, and our operations.
And so right now there is no set date on when City Council will hear Interfaith's appeal, but Jody did tell me today that while Interfaith's current lease is not up yet, they do plan on re-signing for another year. Carolyn.